let's be real, we are not staying up. Hi guys, your boy Jamie here, and we're going to be talking about Sunderland versus Tottenham. Sunderland 1, Tottenham Hotspurs 0, and still no win in 2026. 105 days since our last win. 14 games since our last win. And before I continue, remember to like, comment and subscribe and let me know your thoughts down below. Let's continue. So yeah, Sunderland 1, Tottenham 0, and De Zerbi, he's a fraud. Yes, already. I've seen everything what I needed to see today from De Zerbi. There was the way De Zerbi lined up the team, the way De Zerbi done the tactics was no different from Frank and no different from Igor Tudor. However you say his name, it was no different. From the lineup, there was already red flags already. Bergvall on the 10, we've already said Bergvall, that's not the kind of player that he is. He's not very creative. His strongest asset is when him pick up the ball from deep and drive him forward. So playing Bergvall on the 10, we know, Tottenham fans, that doesn't work. We also know that Gallagher is shit. We also know that Gallagher offered nothing today. On the ball, off the ball, hiding, not creating no chances. What did Gallagher do today? What did he do? And for that goal that we conceded, look how easy Gallagher allows the Sunderland player to beat him. Look how easy. Gallagher is a liability. He is a full-time liability, bro. So from when De Zerbi set the team like that, I knew we was going to lose. I knew we was going to lose. I'm going to be real. And yes, we did have moments. You know, Richarlison, Solanke. But let's be real. Sunderland were by far the better team. From minute one. Look how aggressive they were. Tenacity. The way they were bopping the ball around. And if I'm going to be real, 1-0 flatters us. Because it could have been 3-0. It could have been 3-0, bro. It could have been. And there was no change. There was no change. He had 10 days with the group of players. And I'm not saying, yeah, because he had 10 days, he was going to completely change the team. But I was hoping to see a style of play. And I was hoping to see some differences. And I was hoping to see players playing within their preferred position. Today, he started 3 strikers. Today, De Zerbi, a Premier League proven manager, started 3 strikers. Richarlison, left wing. Solanke down the middle. Mawani at right wing. Mawani was the worst player on that field. How many times within that first half alone, I counted maybe 6, 7, 10 times. Flicking it on, to no man's land. Completely losing the ball. Completely giving the ball back to Sunderland. Every time showing no quality, no composure, not shielding the ball. Yeah? Solanke, he looked decent holding up the ball and that, but he should have scored today. He should have scored. And if I'm going to be real, let's be real, we are not staying up. We are not staying up. I want to make that abundantly clear. We are not staying up. But if we do, I would rather keep Richarlison and sell Solanke. I would rather keep Richarlison and sell Solanke, bro. Because Solanke, bro, listen, he's not a goal threat. He's offering nothing down that middle. Man. Oh, let's just talk about that first half. So, the first half now, I thought we started well. The opening 10 minutes, we had that moment with a great move down the left hand side between Undogi and Richarlison, and obviously Richarlison gave the ball. He played a lovely ball through to Solanke. Solanke cut it back. Bergvall should have scored. He's 7 yards out. Bergvall misses the ball. It should be 1-0. If we scored then, different game. And I said it. I said it in my match preview, and I've been saying the whole week. We need to score first. We can't be conceding first. We can't concede. We have to score first. And just like I predicted, we don't score first, we lose the game. Yeah? So that, and then the end of the first half, Solanke again, the Sunderland defender gifted us a chance in the box. He's 3 yards out. He doesn't even get the ball on target. Bro, It's a shambles. But that whole first half, the Sunderland players, they had patterns of play. They want the second balls. They keep winning them. They're passing the ball around. They were a constant threat. And I'm not gonna lie, Kingsley didn't really have to make a save, but when they got the ball around our box, you thought they were gonna score, and they deserved. And when the goal came, it was unfortunate. How they scored the goal was a big deflection. And let's get to Kingsley. I thought Kingsley played well. Kingsley probably the man of the match. Kingsley probably the man of the match, and that's saying a lot. For someone that doesn't rate Kingsley, he played very well. And apart from that goal, I didn't think he done a foot wrong. Distribution, pretty good. He made a big save as well in the first half as well. We need to talk about that. Sloppy defending. We have to give Kingsley some credit. And the reality is if we go down, Kingsley will be the number one. So, yeah, big up Kingsley. But that first half wasn't good. And the second half was even worse. The second half was even worse, bro. I'm going to be so real. I'm very disappointed with the players, with the manager, because nothing has changed. We were off for 3 whole weeks. We've been off 3 whole weeks. These players are fresh. Most of them are fresh. Most of them. And the performance that they put in today, Gray and Gallagher were hiding the whole game. The whole game, Gray and Gallagher were hiding. Offer nothing in midfield. Offer nothing. They were like 20. It rather felt like there was a big gap between the midfield and the front three. And there was an even big gap between Gray, Gallagher and Bergvall. Big gap. So put it like this way. If Gray and Gallagher are here, yeah, Bergvall is literally 10 yards, 15 yards ahead. And then the front three are even that further ahead. We are too disjointed. Players like Porro kicking the ball long, not being composed, not being just wasteful on the ball. Players, so many players were wasteful on the ball. Mawani, Porro, Gallagher, Bergvall. These players were very wasteful on the ball. Offered nothing. How many chances did Solanke get this game? Maybe about 2. How many clicker chances did we create for our striker? How many times did we actually cross the ball in? A handful of times. A handful of times. And you would have thought with players like Porro on the pitch, Undogi, Mawani, we would at least get the ball into Solanke and Richarlison a bit more. I'm telling you, these players are checked out, bro. These players are checked out. But I have to be real. That lineup told me everything that I needed to know still. With that lineup, you don't expect to be Sunderland with that lineup. I'm going to be sorry. What else does Zerbi let me down with? His substitutions. So we make it into halftime at 0-0. And I'm telling you, I'm screaming on live saying he needs to make 2 substitutions. Take off Bergvall for Xavi. Take off Mawani for Tel. Those are 2 substitutions. And you want to know why? Because 1, Richarlison was by far our best forward in the first half. So he could have gotten subbed. Right? If we had Tel on that pitch, we would have retained possession we would retain possession. We would have definitely had a bit more quality within the final third. Plus, Tel shoots on sight. So we know we're going to get off way more shots. Plus, he crosses the ball in. With Xavi as well, he would have linked the play a bit more. He would have got more involved. Bergvall was involved the whole game that we found that pitch. So Xavi would have definitely got on the ball and at least tried to impose himself. That is the key word. The midfielders didn't impose themselves on that pitch. Again, and we've seen that time after time after time. So that's why those were the 2 subs. You could even say a 3rd sub. Take off Porro and bring on Spence, because again, I thought that game we need a player like Spence, because Spence is gonna take on 3-4 players and try to make a difference. Porro is not. I'm not even gonna lie. Next game we might have to start Spence, bro, because Porro is in poor form. He's in poor form. We need ball carriers, man. We really need ball carriers. But yeah. When the Zerbi didn't make changes at halftime, again, that was another red flag. But when he did make changes, and just before we conceded that goal, the changes that he made, you would have thought, Frank, was on the touch line, bro. He brings on Paulinho at 0-0. He brings on Sar and he brings on Tel. Those are the first three changes that he made. Yeah? Why you bring on Paulinho when we need to score? Why you bring on Sar? And when Sar comes on, guess what Sar plays? He plays on the number 10. What is all these managers fetish with Sar in the number 10? Gallagher with the number 10. Players that have no creative nous about them. Playing like in advanced positions. What is going on? And when he does bring on Xavi, the last 5 minutes. The last 5 minutes, we are cooked, people. We are cooked. I can't see a way we're gonna stay up. If that's his first game and that's what he goes with, so defensive, so defensive. Listen, bro, there's no point playing three strikers if you don't have a player that's gonna feed it through to them. What is the point? What is the point, bro? What is the point? I don't see why he played three strikers but no creative player. 2 create chances. Make it make sense, broski. De Zerbi, I can't lie, I was happy with De Zerbi's appointment. But from that first game, nah, mate, he needs to jog on. He needs to jog on, bro. He needs to jog on. And these players, they are checked out. They are checked out. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't think the Lewis family knows how detrimental getting relegated is. I don't think they know. I really, really don't think they know. But guys, I'm lost for confidence. But you let me know in the comments, who was your worst player? What's your thoughts on De Zerbi? Let me know in the comments down below. I am checked out, and I'm not gonna lie, I need a detox from Tottenham again. I need a detox from Tottenham again, bro. I'm fully checked out, bro.